New at 5:30, the month of March highlights a big one for sports in North Carolina. Not only are we gearing up for March Madness, it also marks 1 year since mobile sports betting became legal. And since launching last March, the industry has generated millions in tax revenue. WCNC Charlotte's Miles Harris joining us in studio. And Miles, how much exactly, or around how much, do we know of a big hit that sports betting was in its first year?
Yeah, Dan, I mean, we have talked about it, but it's been 365 days since North Carolinians could really start betting on sports. Now, we just got the latest numbers in our hands today that show that the state is bringing in millions of dollars. Mobile betting apps officially launched in North Carolina on March 11th, 2024, and the timing couldn't have been any better. Just in time for March Madness.
The first year of North Carolina sports betting has been wildly successful.
Steve Bittenbender with Bet Carolina says what makes sports betting such a hit in the Tar Heel state, the numbers are surpassing what lawmakers anticipated.
They were looking at, saying this was going to bring about 65 million in to the state. You've already got, through January, you've already got about 117 million in tax dollars already in. So you're looking at, basically double almost what was forecasted.
In its first year, bettors wagered over $6.1 billion. Bettors ended up winning over $5.7 billion. Now, in the month of February alone, North Carolina raked in over $10 million in tax proceeds, adding to the more than $78 million made since legal betting launched. Now, some parts of online sports wagering still needs ironed out. For example, North Carolina doesn't allow taxpayers to deduct gambling losses on their taxes.
You don't get to offset your wins and losses.
Tax expert Mark Stieber detailing why that deduction matters when filing taxes.
If you have income, it goes on one section. If you have losses, which many people do, it goes on another section, and only if you itemize. So it's a little bit unfair to gamers who win and it goes on the front of the tax return, and if they have losses, first they have to itemize that group bigger than the standard deduction, and then they add it in as an other deduction.
But a bill in the North Carolina House could change that. It would allow the deduction of losses against winnings for taxpayers.
It's going to allow North Carolina residents to get more money back if they itemize, and that's only going to allow them to reinvest that money in their communities, which will help the state overall.
Now, online sports betting can be an exciting element, but experts stress to keep wagering fun, not dependable.
Again, keep it small. And keep it lighthearted as well. Don't take it too seriously, and that way you won't be disappointed, and you won't fall into some of those problem gaming behaviors that many people worry about with sports betting.
Now, Bittenbender also suggests that focusing on a $5 bet would help with that and placing them in pieces. And also bounce around all these other apps. Now, we have 8 in the North Carolina state to choose from. And actually, speaking of those 8, sports betting operators, they paid more than $128 million in taxes. Numbers that should keep the Tar Heel state in the green when it comes to online sports betting. Jane.
All right, very good. I mean, it's revenue for the state. It's what they wanted to accomplish. Bring that on. Thanks, Miles.